Turn you on mute. No, oh, here's Kathy. Turn you on mute. Morning, Kathy.
Morning, sorry I'm late.
No, I'm running late, don't worry. I'm all late and kerfuffled because I was talking to my niece in Australia, so I'm all over the shop.
It's the wrong time of the day. Right, I'll turn myself off.
I was trying to do my bit for my little niece because she was making chocolate cupcakes. So I said, can you save me one? She said, when are you coming? Oh, I don't know. Bless her. So I was like, save me one. And then she got chatting. She was chatting away. Right, there we go. Okay, Alexa, play yoga music on Spotify. Yeah, sorry, just a little bit. Running a little bit slow this morning. Slow, Joe. Right, okay. Oh, I need this stretch. My legs are aching, everything's aching. I'm going roller skating today, so wish me luck. And yes, if anybody says anything, I am cold. So I'm keeping this hat on. Because it's cold, it keeps my ears nice and warm. Right, can you all see me all okay? Right, let's get going then this morning. Nice little dynamic stretch to start off. I'm going to put my little timer on so I know where I'm going. Okay, so nice wide, starting off with our feet nice and wide. We're going to come down and reach for the floor. We're going to stick our hips backwards and we're going to come forwards as far as we can. So you can either stay here statically, make sure you drop your head, don't lose your hat in the meantime, or you can walk your hands forwards and then backwards nice and gently. Get that nice stretch in the back of those legs. Oh, I needed this morning. I was like, oh, I really need a stretch. Good, excellent. Make sure you lower your head nice and gently. Feel that nice stretch down the hamstrings. You can either stay here or you can walk it out nice and gently, forwards and backwards. Excellent. Try and get those hands to the floor if you can. Don't worry if you can't. Really stick your bums back. Excellent. Just hold it there and breathe. Good. As you bend your knees, you're going to bend your knees, bring your arms up and above your head, stretching up through those shoulders, keeping those legs out nice and wide, and then leaning over to the right hand side, nice and gently. Leaning on over, get that nice stretch underneath your arm. Good, and then coming back over to centre and then over to the left hand side. Really get that stretch across. Good, coming back to centre, hands come down by your side, walk those feet in. Just coming back slightly. Excellent, okay. Feet come together, you can take a tiny little step back, okay? And what I want you to do is press through your front foot, heel at the back stays on the floor. I'm going to go on the side so that you can see this, okay? So heel on the back stays on the floor. You're going to take that step and really stretching the back of those calves. So this bit of your leg, really pushing through that front knee as much as you can. If you have a wall, you can use a wall if you want. Just make sure that that foot is staying nice and grounded on the floor. Got my Christmas socks on today. So really stretching out those calves as much as you can. You can lean without leaning on that front leg if you want. Try and find your balance. Good. Feet come together and we swap sides. So really pushing into that back leg. If you're on a wall, push against that wall and push that heel down as far as you can into that floor. Really get that stretch in the back of those calves. You can do it without the wall as well, remember. Standing or something that you lean against, a child, partner, a dog. Good. Excellent. Feet come back together. This time we're going to go and take our foot out and we're going to come into a squat rotation. So we're going to come down into our squat. We're going to rotate round and up. When we get round to here, we're going to breathe in and stretch that a little bit further. Keep your feet on the floor as far as you can, around, and then back to center, and then down, and then over to the other side. Take a big breath in and twist nice and gently through that spine. Good. Excellent. Come down, over to the other side. Take a big breath in, twist and breathe. Good. Excellent. Coming down again, twist. Breathe in and twist. Excellent, good. Coming back down and then up through the center and then all the way up, stretch up into those shoulders again, walk those feet in. Brilliant, good. Turn your palms outwards so that they come out in front and tuck your chin in, push your back backwards as far as you can. Excellent, hands come down by your side. You're going to take a big lunge backwards this time. We're going to drop that knee down as far as we can, or you can drop it onto the floor, completely up to you what you want to do. And you're going to push on forwards. You can either keep your toe up, which accentuates this stretch. So you can either be here if you want, or you can drop that knee down, keep that foot up, pushing down, or you can put the foot down. Completely up to you. You choose the stretch here that's most powerful for you. Really pushing into that front leg as far as you can, opening up that hip flexor. Good. If you're on your knee, you're going to push back through those toes and then back together to swap sides. Nearly, Layla, nearly. Nearly nice and smooth. So really pushing on through as far as you can into that front, as much as you can. If you want to drop that leg, drop that foot. It's the same stretch. Hold it here for a couple of seconds. Good. If you're on your knee, come up, back into that position, big push off, and feet come back together. Oh, nicely done. Good job, excellent. We're just going to do a couple of marches on the spot, nice and gently. Really want you to focus on bringing that knee up, but keeping your hips nice and straight, okay? So, I'm going to go for a couple of marches. Make sure you bring them up and back down. Try not to wobble side to side. Try and really keep nice and straight. That knee comes directly in front of you, stretching out those hips, waking up those hip joints. Try not to move too much. Hands on hips if that's easier. Good. One more on each side. Good, excellent. Come out nice and wide with those legs. So we're going to come down and we're going to do that thoracic rotation, but down towards our feet. So we're going to come down. We're going to stay down. We're going to reach our right arm to our left leg and then twist through our spine opposite way. Nice and gently. Reach for those feet. Get that nice big rotation in, nice and slow this time. Good. Feel this in the back of your legs as well. One more on each side. Good, excellent. Slowly coming up so you don't get dizzy. Come to the end of your mat. You can either make your way onto the floor as easy as you like, or you can come with me into a downward dog and then onto our knees. So you can bend your knees here. You don't have to keep them straight if you don't have that extension in your hamstrings. Okay, coming into a downward dog. So nice big high bum, sitting back into those heels. Head comes between your hands. Push back. If you're not here, don't worry, come just straight onto the floor. Absolutely fine. So we're going to sit here for a couple of seconds in this downward dog position. As we come down onto our knees, we're going to bend our knees, keep our toes curled under, and I'm going to sit back into our hips and into that child's pose. Drop your head onto the floor. Arms come up nicely overhead. Sit your bum back as much as you can. Bring your two big toes together behind you into a V shape. And breathe through this one. Excellent, good. From here, you're going to take the left arm and put it underneath the right arm, getting a nice twist. You should also feel this stretch in the top of your back. Try and drop your head down as much as possible and get that nice spinal twist in. Take some deep breaths here. Don't worry if you're like up here. Try and get down as much as you can, get that nice rotation. Swapping sides, right hand comes underneath left arm. Try and drop that shoulder all the way to the floor, that head to the floor, get that nice stretch in your top of your back as far as you can. Ooh. Excellent. Hands come in front of you into a tabletop position. We're going to go for cat-cow. So we're going to drop our back and our hips. We're going to look up and forwards. And then we're going to curve that spine all the way under, chin under, push that back out. Tuck it under, tuck it under, tuck it under, and push. Good, we go again, push out, look up, drop that big curve of that spine. Ooh, that's nice. Good, tuck it in, chin comes in, push that spine backwards. Excellent, one more time, out you go. Push back, push back, push back. Brilliant, tuck it in, tuck your chin in, push your back out. Excellent, good. And from here, you're going to sit into your heels. Woo! I feel like I was covered by my mane in that. Excellent, okay, we're going to take one step forwards and come into a pigeon's pose, okay? So you're going to take a big, nice, long step forwards. You're going to drop that knee down. I'm going with left leg first. Back leg stays nice and straight. If this is not comfortable for you, you can drop that knee down and come into a figure of 8 and lean over, okay? Wherever you're comfortable. I'm going to stay in that pigeon's pose here. If you're in this pigeon pose with me, try and get that knee and this leg at 90 degrees as possible, okay? You might not be able to, but then we're going to stretch out in front. So as far as you can, you might be on your elbows, you might be all the way to the front. You can be here as well, okay? Nice and gently. You should feel this in the back of your front leg glute. Sit in there. Same thing if you're in the figure of 8, lean on forwards over that front leg, okay? You can wiggle about here into those hips. Nice and gently. This is a really nice one, this one. Excellent, good. Bring your knees back together. We're going to swap on sides. So take that big step, drop that hip down as far as you can. Oh, that one feels tighter. You might find one that's tighter than the other. Have a little play, have a little wiggle where that feels comfortable for you. Don't forget, you can move your legs yourselves, okay? Sit forward as far as you can. Oh. Let's concentrate on this one. Excellent. Drop those knees back in and take them into that child's pose. We're going to go into wide child's pose. So knees come out nice and wide. You're going to lay flat as far as you can. Try and get that chest down to that floor. Keep those knees out really nice and wide. Open up those hip flexors. Try and get them as wide as possible. Your toes come together behind you. Drop your head onto the floor, or if you're on your elbows, you can be on your elbows. And working through those hips. And we're just going to take a little forwards and back and roll side to side here. Just getting those hips to really work through their motions. do so many leg exercises and stuff, strengthening exercises. My hip flexors take quite a lot of the toll of it. Brilliant. Walk those hands back in. And we're going to come on to our side this week. And it's a bit of a nice little stretch, this one. You're going to have your leg underneath you nice and bent. Other leg is nice and straight. Your arm comes up overhead, and we're going to bring it in to that knee and then back out. We'll do this about 8 times. Nice and gently breathe. 2. It's a bit of a core exercise as well, but I really want you to push out as far as you can when you bring that arm in. 3. Nice and slowly. 4. Good. 5. Keep going. We'll go for 8. 6. Nice and slow. Concentrate on getting that stretch. 7. Good. 1 more. And 8. Good. And relax that leg down. And we're going to go nice little swivel round onto the other side, onto that elbow, ready for that nice long stretch. Get nice and comfortable here, bend that bottom leg, arm comes all the way overhead. You're going to take it in and really get that foot and that arm out as far as you can. 2, so working through that knee joint. 3, all the way over, get that stretch over your head. Good. 6, good. Keep going. 7, 1 more. 1 more. And 8, good. Come down onto your bottoms. So stay where you are here. We're going to work through those knees. So legs at a bent position. It's going to be a bit of a weird one. We're going to extend the knee and then back down. So we're going to extend that knee and back down. Squeeze that core onto the floor, extend the knee and back down. So squeeze your core onto the floor. Extend that knee bend. Relax those shoulders. 1 more. 10, good. Bring your feet down onto the ground nice and gently into that nice little rotation that we do. So hands out into that crucifix position. Drop the knees to the left hand side. Look over the right hand shoulder and see how far you can get today compared to what you've been able to do the last couple of weeks. Good. Hold it there for a couple of seconds. I can definitely get a little bit further, especially with opening up those hips. Good, bring those knees back to centre and then over to the left hand side. Sorry, right hand side, look over the left shoulder. Brilliant, turn it again, pivot. Over to the left hand side, look over the right hand shoulder. Really try and push that inside knee down as far as you can without lifting any other part of your body. Good, bring it back to centre and then over to the left. Or to the right, look over the left shoulder. Left and right, I'm getting confused. Good, back to centre. Bring those knees into your chest, give them a big hug. Nice and gently here. You can take them out nice and wide if you want, or keep them in narrow, completely up to you, whatever you decide to do. Excellent. Good. Knees come to a 90-degree bend. Hands by your side. We're going to go for that knee extension once more. We're going to go for 10. Squeeze your back into the floor. Focus your core as well. 1. Nice and slow. 2. 3. Try and get that leg straight as much as possible. 4. 5. Good. 6. Push your pelvis onto the floor. 7. Good. 8. Brilliant. Keep going. 9. 1 more. And and 10. Good. Feet come onto the ground. We're going to go into a really high glute bridge. So nice and gently lift those hips up, squeeze those glutes, and really try and push the bottom of your back towards the wall behind you, or whatever you've got behind you, and hold it there. So you should feel a stretch, small stretch down the bottom of your back, but squeeze your glutes here at the same time. Lift, excellent, slowly down, one vertebrae at a time, good. Feet, palms of your feet, soles of your feet come together, drop those knees out side to side for me. So you come into a butterfly pose, dropping those knees to the side. Excellent, good. From here, your knees come back to a bent position. One leg comes down, nice and flat. The other leg comes up. Let's stretch out those hamstrings. Bring one leg up. Try and grab the back of your thigh. Bringing that leg in as far as you can, straightening out that foot towards your chest. Excellent. Bring it down and in and swap sides. Leg comes out nice and flat. The other leg comes up above. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. Bring that knee back in and out. We're going to come rolling onto our tummies, whichever way is comfortable for you. I might just do a roll. Rolly, rolly, bolly. Hands beside your chest. We're going to go for a cobra pose, but really make sure that your hands are beside your chest, your toes are curled under. You're going to push up and push back. Okay, getting that nice stretch down the center of your chest. Really get those arms extended, push on back. Head comes up and out in front. Nice and gently. Good. Slowly bend those elbows and release it down. Relax those hands. Relax that head. We're going to do that 3 times. Ready? We're going to push again. Push up, push back. Get that nice long stretch. Get those arms working through this stretch. Good. And release. We go for one more time. Take a big deep breath in and push. Up. Good. From here, we're going to push back into our heels, into that child's pose. Reaching on forwards. How far can we get? How much further can your arms get through that? And you're going to just gently go through side to side, rotation of the top of your arms. Pushing on down as far as you can into the right arm, getting that nice stretch underneath your armpit, underneath your arm. And swapping sides, really pushing through that arm. Nice long stretch through those shoulders as far as you can. Let's go for another stretch. So taking your weight into your right arm. Good, and then your left arm. Again. Good. Oh, that's spicy, that's spicy, that's spicy. Coming up gently, 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 gently. Oh, that was a bit spicy, that last little bit, wasn't it? Oh, roll those shoulders backwards, nice and gently. Oh. You can do this standing if you prefer, or you can stay into a seated position that's comfortable for you. Oh, nice and warm now, that's for sure. Roll those shoulders backwards as far as you can. That's nice, good. Bring your hands behind you, let's stretch out that chest. Push those arms back as far as you can. Really, really get that nice extension. You should feel this all across the front of your shoulders, your chest. Take a little wiggle of your neck here, nice and gently. Good, coming back up onto our feet. However is most easiest for you to jump back up. Oh, give you a couple of seconds. Oh, that was spicy. That was nice. Good. Seeing what we've got time we've got left. We're going to go into hands by your side. We're just going to wiggle those shoulders, and we're just going to do a little bit through our neck. So we're going to turn our neck and get our ear to our left hand side, and then over to the right hand side, nice and gently through this. Left to right, nice and slow, guys. Breathing through. Breathing. Chin comes to chest, stretching out the top of that back. Good. Full rotation all the way around, big clockwise circle, gently. Good. Drop your head down nice and gently, close those eyes so you don't get dizzy, and then bring it back to center. Good. Rock those shoulders out, bring your hands together. Let's work through those wrists, whatever feels nice here for you. Holding onto those weights and stuff. Oh, it does really put onto those wrists. Pushing them down. Oh, excellent. Oh, that set me up for the day, that's for sure. That's nice. Take a few more minutes if you want to, stretching out or getting your foam roller, whatever you fancy doing. Well done, everybody. Great job. I'll be back tomorrow, new timetable, Mix Up Monday, and I'll be posting that later, actually today, the new timetable. So have a lovely rest of your Sunday day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well done, everybody.